So what's the World Championships fundraiser? So these guys are from Feilding High School.
That's right.
And they're going for...
And we've qualified for the World Championships in robotics.
And where's that?
In Anaheim, California.
Anaheim, California. So okay. So these two babies playing in here, what are these?
These are what we call shove bots. They
Shove bots.
They just shove. That's what they do. They just push things around.
All right.
And they're basically they've been built by complete beginners in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And as I said, their design brief was they had to come up with a mechanism that would drive a robot successfully using only 2 electric motors.
Right.
And so so the one on the left you see is geared, and the one on the right is tracked. And so they've got different ways of solving the same problems.
Okay. And what are they going to do? Try and get their ball out the corner?
And they're playing soccer, so they're trying to get the ball from one side to the other. So the red team are trying to score in the blue zone, and the blue team are trying to score in the red zone.
Okay.
And they're basically challenging each other. So we're using that as a very simple game. The current game in New Zealand is actually to take plastic cups around and push them around into corners and pick them up and put them on the cones. That's the current New Zealand game.
And what are these controllers you're using?
So it's like an Xbox controller, and so it's got 16 channels, and we can program all of them to do different things.
You can program to do different stuff.
That's correct. So we have different buttons operating different things.
Okay. And then what's on the table here?
So this is the robot that we're going to take to the World Championships. It's a very big robot. It's got 10 motors on it, and it's designed to pick up the balls that you've been watching.
Yeah.
It picks them up and puts them in tubes and runs over an obstacle course as well. So it's a very, very manoeuvrable robot.
Okay, and that's controlled by one of these
It's
controllers?
controlled by a controller, and it's also got a whole pile of sensors on it. So there are times when it has to do it all by itself.
Okay.
And there are other times when it has to be operated by a controller.
Right.
So, and it's the only reverse double 4-bar lift successfully made in New Zealand.
Golly,
so this is
and who are you? You must be the...
I'm Graham Conlon. I'm the teacher in charge.
Right, okay.
So this is what's called a 4-bar lift, which means that as it goes up and down, this arm here will stay perfectly vertical. So no matter how high or low it is, and then this one will operate another one, which causes the same problem again. So again, you get our lift arms stay at exactly the same angle, and when it drives down, and it's very, very, very tight, but it will drive itself down.
Okay. Just like that. Wow.
And then it will drive itself back up again.
Right.
But at the moment we haven't got this one plugged in because we're not playing with this one at the moment, because this is the one that's our entry for the World Championships.
Right. So you've got to take care of it.
So we're taking care of it at the moment.
Try not to break it or anything.
Well, it's something we don't mind if we break it because we know how to build it. It was all built on computer first.
Okay.
The full computer-aided design package we use.
Yep.
And the children all learn how to use it, and they can actually all.
So, golly gee. And are there many students liking this subject, are there?
Well, we're not a subject, we're a club.
Club?
We deliberately kept it as a club to keep it away from being a subject.
Right.
We figured the moment we made it a subject, we'd probably kill it.
But there's a lot of interest in it.
Oh yes, we've got about 60 children in the club altogether.
Golly gee.
And we also have children from local junior schools coming to help us.
That's pretty good.
Well, we help them, but...
So if people want to get into it, they just get hold of the high school.
They just get hold of the high school and ask to speak to the robotics teacher.
Yeah.
And they'll get hold of me, and then we'll sort them from there.
Okay.
So if you've got a local school that you're involved with and they want to do robotics, we can help them out.
Right. What about if you've got an idea that you want to evaluate or something?
We do that. We'll usually do that via CAD.
Okay.
So if you've got a particular idea, we can CAD that idea, and that way we can decide whether it's going to work or not.
Right.
So we've had local helicopter firms ask us to design chassis for when the helicopters land.
Yeah,
and then we can drive it around. So we've done that for them. But we will do that because we're a high school, so we're not a major engineering firm, so we can't build massive things. But we do know how to design them.
Right.
We've actually won 2 world champions and 3 national championships in computer-aided design.
Okay.
And so we are the top computer-aided design school in the world.
Yeah, that takes some doing. So how many students are going on this big trip?
There are 6 students going.
6 students, and yourself? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
got to look after them.
Unfortunately, I have to go.
I know. Yeah.
So I'll be going as well.
And when is it?
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks'
We fly
time.
on Easter Sunday.
Right. And your fundraising's doing well for it?
We're doing pretty well. Yeah, we're still looking for firms to sponsor us.
Right.
And anybody who would like to sponsor us, just contact us again at Feilding High School.
Yeah.
And just say, we'd like to sponsor you. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Cool banana.
And we are allowed to put advertising on our robots.
Right. So you can zoom around with.
So we can actually zoom around with your business here.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
And that would be pretty reasonable too for
Yes.
some. Yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, well, good luck with it. I hope you guys do well, and we hear lots of feedback back from you. So, yeah,
Yes,
okay.
thanks very much.